Hey, what's up, Form? It's Gorilla Hands, and I am bringing you another gameplay commentary. Today it's a game of Domination on Villa, and for today I actually want to talk a little bit about kill streaks and ideas I had for kill streak balance. But before I jump into that topic, I wanted to talk about my opening route whenever I play Villa. Normally if I spawn Seaside, I don't like going straight to the B flag, only because there's two locations that the enemy can kind of do Overwatch. It's the bar, the second floor of the bar, and the archways that lead to B. Both those locations are really good to set up a defensive position and keep people off that flag in the initial portions of the game. So what I like to do is this route right here. I like to flank behind and clear them out. And it works really well if you're running solo and your teammates are actually moving towards the B flag. Unfortunately, in this situation, it didn't work out at all. My team ended up moving towards the fountain, and when I got into the bar, there were nobody there. So it ended up biting me in the ass. And on top of that, I got pinned in here. So I decided to set up shop and build my kill streaks up and tried to regain map control. And I swear this opening route does work, but unfortunately you won't see that in this gameplay. Now the reason I decided to use this gameplay as a backdrop for the topic of killstreak balance is because later on it helps support an argument I have for one aspect of the killstreaks that I'm not a big fan of. But I'll go into detail about that later. For right now, I'm just going to run through some of the kill streaks and talk a little bit about balance or my opinions of them. Some of them I don't have a problem with at all, but are hot topics or topics of discussion over on COD HQ and amongst the forum. And to start off, it's the RC car, which has received kind of mixed reaction ever since they were showing footage of it when before the game even released. And personally for me, I don't have a problem with the RC car's implementation in this game, and that's only because Flak Jacket exists. I'm not crazy about it when I get killed by it, but then I always have a Flak Jacket class, so I know if somebody's running it a lot, then I know to switch over to that class, and it's not a big issue. Now, people have suggested balance. In order to balance the RC car would be to move it to a higher level, to 3 or 4. And yeah, I mean, I guess that would make it a little more fair, but the problem is then that would leave UAVs completely open. That would be the only 3 kill streak, and there would be no competition. So then that would be UAVs would be executed a lot more often, and in turn you'd probably see more ghosts than you're seeing now. So if they wanted to bump up RC car to a higher level, they would have to find a way to put something down in the UAV section to kind of weigh it out. So it's I don't personally run the RC car because I like running team-based kill streaks that'll help the team out. But I also don't have a problem with its implementation in the game. Another kill streak that I find myself kind of scratching my head as to why it's in the game, or at least its setup, is I think it's the B-52, the bomber. I think it's an 8 or 9 kill streak. It mirrors the stealth bomber from Modern Warfare 2, and that's to say, it can't be shot down, but it also wasn't very effective. It'll kill everything in its path, but I look at the napalm strike, which can kill a lot of things in its initial bombing run, and the napalm strike has this area of denial for a certain period of time where nobody can cross that path unless you have Flak Jacket Pro. The B-52, yeah, it lays down this large path of death, but it's temporary, really, and it's not. I just don't find it to be as an effective weapon or a kill streak. I don't know why it's so high up. And I don't know why anyone would use it. At least personally for me, I never equip it, and I don't really see much need to. Given the option between napalm and the B-52, I'll take napalm. But I don't know. Let me know if somebody uses it on a regular basis. Maybe it's meant for a certain game mode. I imagine on a map like Nuketown and TDM that'd be amazing, but I still would much rather use a chopper gunner or another kill streak up in that higher tier. And speaking of chopper gunners, this leads me to the topic that I actually do have kind of a problem with, and that's the ability to take out a chopper gunner completely by yourself, or a gunship by yourself. In Call of Duty 4, whenever the helicopter came out, you could take it out by yourself, but it was difficult. You needed an LMG, you needed a lot of time, or you needed a well-placed RPG rocket to take it out. But if you wanted to take it out quickly without it doing a whole lot of damage to your team, you needed teamwork. You actually needed communication. You needed to coordinate with another guy, you know, to help shoot it down. It wasn't the helicopter in Call of Duty 4 wasn't devastating, but at the same time, it just wasn't very easy to take out by yourself. And actually, it was advantageous of you to work with your team to take it out. And then in Modern Warfare 2, it changed a little bit because kill streaks were stackable, and you could have so many kill streaks up at the same time. You could have a Harrier, you know, attack helicopter, the AC-130. You could have all those things up at the same time. So it made sense to kind of change the scheme up. They included these stingers, the I think it's the ATHS and the Javelin, all these heat-seeking devices that could lock on and take things out. So it made sense to have that much anti-air support at your disposal, because Modern Warfare 2's, I mean, the mantra of Modern Warfare 2 was kill streaks. You always had some kill streak in the air just because they were stackable. So, you know, having one person have the capacity to take something out was understandable for me. I mean, it made sense. And they were so devastating that, you know, you really had to take them out as quickly as possible if you wanted to you know, survive a game, especially if, you know, you're kind of facing another team that's evenly matched. You don't want any type of air superiority in the air. And on top of that, there was the AC-130, which had 3 flares. And if you wanted to take it out without it doing too much damage to your team, you'd have to coordinate with somebody else on your team to shoot it down. You needed 2 people to shoot it down quickly. Now, you could do it by yourself, either by using scavenger or by killing yourself after you shot your first 2 Stinger missiles, but it took a little longer, and by that time the AC-130 may have done, you know, a good amount of damage to your team. So even in Modern Warfare 2, there was still some team-based communication or teamwork needed to take down air support. Now, when you switch to Treyarch, or Black Ops, their implementation, the kill streaks are not as devastating as they were in Modern Warfare 2. You can't have as many in the air, at least lethal kill streaks. You can't have as many in the air, which I'm actually a fan of. I'm glad that they kind of geared away from Modern Warfare 2's implementation and put less focus on the kill streaks and put more focus on gunplay. But the problem I have is one person can take down a chopper gunner or a gunship, as you see right here. I think I end up getting I end up getting 4 chopper gunners, and I call in 3, and all of them are shot down almost immediately, and they're all shot down by the same guy. And it's a little frustrating, and you know, I want to take focus off of the kill streaks, or at least I don't want them to be overpowering, but at the same time, it's not the easiest thing in the world to build up a 9 kill streak or an 11 kill streak. So I feel like if you're able to get that, or even if you get it from a care package, you should be rewarded. I don't think it should be shot down before your doors even opened up. I know if I'm in the shoes of the enemy team, you want that thing down as quickly as possible, but I do kind of wish that there was a slightly different implementation for how to take them out. And for me, I can come up with 2 solutions. I think gunship isn't used as often because people don't view it as an effective kill streak as 9, or as the chopper gunner. I think maybe the gunship should have 3 flares. It should stay up in the air a little longer. So if somebody has the Strela, they have to die and come back, or work with a teammate to shoot it down. I think that's a good way of going about doing it. The other option is, if you don't want to add flares, just get rid of the Strela altogether, and only keep the Law, which is something I actually use a lot. The Law comes standard with only 1 missile, but if you have Scavenger, you can get 2, so you'll show up to the enemy kill streak, but you'll have two missiles to take it out. So, you know, again, if you want to take it out, it takes a little bit more teamwork. if you only have the one law, but you can work with another teammate. So it keeps the kill streak in the air a little longer. And I don't know, maybe it's just a gripe on my part, but let me know if you like that idea, or if you think, I'm just, complaining over nothing. But that's those are the biggest problems I have with the kill streaks. They're not necessarily problems, they're just kind of ideas I was thinking about for this game. I realized that setup would probably be a nightmare for maps like Nuketown, but I don't know, part of the appeal for me when playing Call of Duty is the ability to use kill streaks. Um, Not so much like Modern Warfare 2 where they're just all everywhere, but more in line with, say, Call of Duty 4, where they're just part of the game. And in Black Ops, I do like the kill streaks, and I like being able to use them, but it kind of sucks. It loses its excitement if you make it to that 9 kill streak and you get shot down immediately. Uh, but let me know what your opinions are about Black Ops kill streaks. Do you think they're perfect the way they are? Do you think they need some fine tuning? You know, like to hear what you guys have to think about the game. Final score is 52 kills, 5 deaths, 4 captures, and 3 defends. And as always, guys, take it easy.